Continuing the discussion on mobile and on the payments platform, we have the general manager for Mastercard who will be talking about what their activities are doing. Mete Güney, he's based in Istanbul and he oversees not only Turkey but all the CIS countries. So give a warm welcome to Mete.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you may wonder why a B2B company, a payment company like Mastercard is here today. Well, time to time, we invest in startups, but that's not the main reason why we are here. I personally, and we as Mastercard, believe that future of payments will be shaped by the innovators of today. And the innovators will be actually composed of, in most of the cases, of the startups of today again. And if you look at the trends of payments, well, payment is a hot topic wherever you go. Nowadays in Turkey, the regulators are bringing more limitations on usage of cards, but it's same in US, also in Europe. So it's like a by default issue of payment business. But forget about that. Actually, the main driver of payment business will be two things. I think the first one will be the consumers and customers of today. And especially in this respect, the generation which was born in 90s, I call them the digital natives, will have a very different way of shopping compared to my generation. These people were born with internet, they love shopping, they love e-commerce, and they will be always utilizing this tool for all their daily needs. And therefore, we need to understand their expectations. And needless to say, technology will be the main driver of change for payments. It will open the door for startups, for disruptive ideas, and especially e-commerce is extremely important for us because we believe in cashless society, and e-commerce will be the main driver of this vision. So if you look at the future, by 2020, there will be 50 billion connected devices. If you divide this by the population, it makes around 7 to 8 connected devices per each individual. Let's count it together. Your mobile handset, your tablet, your computer, your watch, your Google Glass, your TV, your refrigerator, your car. Everything will be connected, and everything will be a commerce device. This is our vision of the future, and we need to get prepared for that. We need to make sure that there is a consistent user experience across all these channels. And of course, the consumers will be, again, very demanding. Nowadays, there is a very hot discussion about what will be the future of retail payments, and what we see is there will be a fusion of offline and online. You cannot really disconnect these two. They will be together and they will be very integrated. In some of the cases where consumers see value, they will start buying everything online. And this is what we already see today. And for some other cases, they will continue buying offline. And again, it all depends on the values that you provide to consumers. This is a very different mindset for all the merchants, but also a very different approach, and which represents a lot of opportunities for the payment business. When I joined Mastercard back in 2005, I thought that how complicated can it be? It's a plastic card, it's a POS terminal, you just swipe your card or enter your chip and PIN, that's it. Well, look at the picture. This is what payment business is today. And I can assure you that every single day, a new startup pops up somewhere in the world, bringing new ideas, new technologies, new models to payment business. How many of them are successful today? Well, it's a question mark. I cannot answer. But what I can tell you that the ones which really create value for the end users will be successful. And we as Mastercard want to ensure that which channel you use, whatever you buy, you have a consistent shopping experience. Again, if we can make people confident about what they buy and how they buy it and how they pay it, then the rest will be easy. And this is our business. This is why Mastercard is here. And in Turkey, we would like to also support this change by working very closely with startups. Not only in Turkey, but in all the countries which I actually take care of. This is our vision for working or collaborating with the startups. Mastercard has developed a product, actually a model called Masterpass, which helps merchants, consumers, and also other parties, banks or non-financial institutions, to have a consistent shopping experience. You may buy something from your computer or from your refrigerator or your PlayStation. It doesn't matter. It will be the same user experience. Either buy it, you either buy it online or offline. It will be protected by the Mastercard brand, Mastercard systems, and it's actually an open system which will be available for all the companies which want to use that. If you go into a store, you will be using your mobile handset. Maybe you will enter your PIN on your mobile handset, and will be able to make your payments without your plastic card. Or you will be just taking a picture of a barcode and finalize your payment very simply. Or again, like you do today, with an online payment without entering your any card details, that will be very easy. We make a lot of research on e-commerce and ask people why you use e-commerce or why you don't use e-commerce. Many people say that we don't feel confident about sharing our card information. And actually, there is a very thin line about that. People who have never made any online purchase, 85% of people who have never made online purchase are concerned about sharing their financial information. But if you have made it once, this rate goes down to 9%. So if you make people buy at least something, one thing online, then the mindset will change significantly. And in order to change this mindset and enable our vision of cashless society in Turkey, we have some projects that we delivered last year. Among those projects, I believe the most important one is the application called Bitaxi, which is similar to Halo in UK, Get Taxi in Israel. You basically call a taxi by just clicking on your mobile. What we do in this case, we take care of the payment side of the business. They are connected to our system. The card data is stored in Mastercard platform, and the payment is made with an acquiring bank, and then we send the result of the transaction back to the application, and they know that the payment is finalized or not. This is very simple. It doesn't take as much as I spent to explain it to you. It's only a matter of milliseconds. But it has been extremely successful. And right after the launch of this application, we have been actually invited by many companies to repeat the same exercise with their mobile applications. The second one is a prepaid card, which is called İninal. The objective is to reach the underbanked segment, which do not have a plastic card today, either debit or credit. Today, 45% of the adult population in Turkey is underbanked. And you will actually come across a similar rate in many other countries. To be able to reach out to these people, you need to provide a payment solution. And this is what it is. With the İninal card, which you can purchase from a supermarket or from a post office, you will be able to make purchases either online or offline. Last but not the least, it's a TV commerce application, which we actually launched with Turkish ISP TTNet. On all smart TVs, you can start buying things without going through the hassle of entering your card data or address. You basically need to register once. And on this application, actually, you may reach the products of different merchants. And the purchase is very simple and easy. And what we want to achieve in the future is to synchronize that with what you watch on television. For instance, when you watch a very famous Turkish serial like this Muhteşem Süleyman thing, and when you like one of the rings that they use in this film, you will be able to buy it online at that instant. And you will also be able to pay at that instant. This is our vision about the future. Well, if you have any questions, please find us after this session, and we will be happy to support you, maybe not financially, but with our background or with our platforms. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mete Bey. I am thrilled that we are going to get rid of cards, and we're just going to be able to...
Well, I can't tell you when, but one day everyone will be making payments with their mobile handset.
I think you're right, and I think it's going to come sooner than people expect. I think
especially with these digital natives, I think it's going to be a very different.
Yeah, absolutely. But also the way, I think because it's not just from the developed world, I think because you're seeing the growth of a middle class in what was the developing world, and more people, because there hasn't been credit cards, there hasn't been large credit card penetration in those countries. And I'm talking about places like Africa and Asia and Latin America.
In all these emerging countries,
and all the emerging
mobile
countries,
payments.
and mobile payments are so big that I think we're going to see a leapfrog into where what we see as a credit card is going to disappear I think in record time.
Thank you.
I think that's great. So thank you so much for that.